Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Athena Games. Once again, streaming on Wednesday night. It is the 22nd of February, 2017. It is 8 p.m. here in the UK. And my name is Elliot Baker, and joined for the first time in a long time is my wingman, my best buddy, Chris Turner.
I mean, how long has it been? It's been so long since I've been in this booth. It's not even funny how long it's been.
No, it's not.
It's funny. Good to be back. It's extremely good to be back in here, talking to you guys as well on the stream. How are you guys doing today? Have we got a game for you as well? I mean,
we got a grudge match. Well, a grudge match against himself.
Against himself.
Because Stephen Sage has never won any game on the stream, and tonight he's going to see whether he can actually break his abysmal bad luck.
Bless him.
Bless him.
I remember facing Stephen Sage, and it was a clincher, but I managed to outfly him on it. But today it's Mr. Lincoln, David Lincoln, who's normally found in the streamer booth, versus Stephen Sage, as previously stated.
I've given him the night off.
As previously stated, trying to win himself back a win on the stream. Definitely a grudge match for the Sentries, I think, for this streamy booth at least.
Well, we've
got two very interesting lists as well coming up for you shortly. Yeah. Two relatively same kind of builds as well. Oh, hello guys, how you doing?
Hello everyone.
Two different, same kind of builds going on right now, and they are two scum lists, both using a ship similar to each other, which is the Jumpmaster 5000, but both going two different directions with it. Now, on one side we've got the essentially a tiny mindlink kind of list. On the other side, we've got a Dengar with a partner kind of list.
So yeah, Steven's running Dengar with Fen Rao, and it's a very kitted out Dengar, and pretty much the maximum you can fit on Fen Rao. I don't usually see push the limit. You usually see fearlessness with a lot of Fen Rao stuff going in these days. That's very David Lincoln move. I've seen David fly.
I don't know. I think you could probably get away with it. Get away with it.
It's not a bad thing. I just think it's unusual. You don't often see it.
No, definitely. So going through the list of Mr. Stephen Sage, there we've got Dengar, who his ability once per round, after defending the attacker. If the attacker has attacked you, you may immediately attack them back as long as they're in your firing arc. Very strong ability on a ship like Dengar, Pilot Skill 9, being able to essentially shoot someone who's just shot him once per round. Kitted on him, he's got the expertise, able to attack. When attacking, he can change all his focus results to hits. Fantastic card for the attacking. Not so much on the defense side of things, but it's more its purpose is to get as much damage as possible as long as you're not rolling the blanks. He has got the plasma torpedoes and the advanced proton torpedoes. He's opted to go for two different types of torpedoes: one 4 attack, one 5 attack, one range 2 to 3, one range 1. Plasma torpedoes, if it hits, it gets to remove a shield token as well as doing its initial damage. Advanced proton torpedoes allows it to change 3 of his blank results to focus results.
That's also really nice. He's got two different torpedoes that work at complete opposite range bands. So he's got coverage for both his torpedoes if necessary.
Definitely.
It's something which I think Dave would have to consider in the middle of the match.
Yes, they are also both target-locked torpedoes as well, so he's going to have to worry about that. Speaking of which, is actually a K4 security droid. The ability of performing a green maneuver and acquiring a target lock means he has that target lock ready and available, as well as the expertise to go for a full range of
as well as the guidance to pull himself up as well. We also have R5P9 that triggers very much with Dengar's ability, so he basically gets 2 double taps back once he's been attacked. So that's going to be effective, I think. Again,
in fact, yep.
That's the key thing, the counter-attack from Dengar.
Definitely. And finally, obviously, the Punishing One title, giving him that third, much-needed turret shot.
Why not?
In different scenarios.
12 points.
Meanwhile, Fen Rao is the other partner to Dengar as well. Starfighter.
2 actions because of Push the Limit, which is good. Get stressed for it, but Fen Rao's got so much green, he doesn't care. And Concord Dawn Protector, he wants to be at range 1 attacking an arc, because then he gets an extra evade result, which is nice. I like that it adds an evade. Auto thrusters for turret ships as well as range 3 defense as well.
So he's definitely accounting for that Manaru on the other side. Fen Rao, of course, when attacking or defending, if the enemy ship's range 1, you may roll 1 additional dice.
Let's get on to David's list very quickly before we go to the match.
Definitely. So on the other side, we have got a similar kind of build. Definitely using the same kinds of ships, but also not using the same kind of ships because there's a third ship involved as well. We have Fen Rao, we have Talonbane Cobra, and Manaru. They're all connected via the Italian Mind Link, which if you don't know what Italian Mind Link is, if every time you assign a focus or a stress token, you may assign another focus and a stress token onto the people who are linked with the Italian Mind Link. This can trail for a long line of shenanigans, trailing along all the focus tokens or stresses. Manaru, at the start of the combat phase, you may assign all focus, evade, and target lock tokens to someone else. Talonbane Broga, when attacking or defending, double the effect of your range-bound combat bonuses.
Talonbane Cobra, he's an Kizarax you don't have to see. Probably the only Kizarax you actually see. The other ones aren't really as good.
You hardly see the Hunter and obviously the generics.
I think it's very underrated as a ship. I don't think people use it, but I think the fact you have to take vector thrusters on it to make it somewhat useful may put people off.
Yeah.
I mean, every ship could benefit from it. Thing is, I think every ship could benefit from a barrel roll or a boost, but then it really dilutes ship uniqueness. It makes those abilities so redundant.
Yeah.
So
at least it was balanced in the regards of if it's small ship only.
Oh no,
so
no,
at least it's not giving big ships barrel rolls, which could be detrimental.
No. I just think that the problem with X-Wing is there's so much that relies on repositioning, and there's so many ships that can't reposition, and I think to give them a repositioning option, just while it would help them, I don't think it would help the identity of the game. Personally.
Maybe. It is what it is. So, going through quick builds for you, we've got Fenrau, Italian Mind Link, Concord, Dawn Protector, and Auto Thrusters. So, same kind of similar build, except for not having the push the limit, having the Italian Mind Link instead. We've got the Vector Thrusters, obviously just talking about now on the Talonbane Cobra. And on Manaru, we've got a K4 Security Droid, Unhinged Astromech, Scavenger Crane, and Countermeasures.
I think they're about to start setting up. So let's
we'll get straight to it. Look at them raring to go. On the left-hand side there, Mr. Steven Sage, and on the right-hand side there, flying his list is Mr. David Lincoln.
Now, I've faced against David's list before, and I think that Sage could be outgunned here, possibly.
He could be. The extra ship could could very much work against him in terms of firepower as well as giving him more targets.
Especially when you consider that at range 1, Talonbane's throwing 5 dice. That's not an insignificant number at your opponent. The exact same as Fenrau's.
Exactly. It's going to be very difficult to see which way it goes. He doubles his... good thing about Talonbane as well is he doubles his range combat bonuses regardless. So if he's range 3 as well and not getting torp-shotted... that's at least, I think it's 4 dice he's rolling on the defense, because the Keurig Starfighter, I'm mucking up my words already. See, stream rust. He's got 2 defense dice normally, so...
Stream rust, he says.
See on to you. But they're all setting up and they're raring to go. What do you think might be the outcome of this kind of battle?
Oh, I don't want to call it. I mean, you can't discount the fact that these are kind of mana wannabes. Sorry to say that. That's my kind of list for any list that kind of has Manaru and 2 other ships is a Mara wannabe, because people just tend to think that Manaru is just very... And I think Manaru is almost too good in some instances. I think
in certain circumstances, I would agree with you.
It's a difficult one, because I can see that the reason she is used so much is because she doesn't have a restriction. But at the same time, she limits this building for your opponent and also for the scum themselves, because people don't tend to build Paratani. Yeah. So it's a double-edged sword, and I don't envy FFG's position as a designer myself. I wouldn't want to be the person balancing this game.
No. You say mana wannabe though. We haven't really got a Manaru on the other side. We've got a Dengar, and to be honest, as Dengar goes, I think Dengar could have a good, strong chance in terms of going up against what's going on in David's list. I think he's got a lot of firepower on that ship. A lot of torpedoes as well. He can probably take down maybe one of the smaller fighters in a quick burst shot if he needs to.
I completely agree that the fact that the return fire, the double tap that Dengar can do, the return fire, is probably going to make up for the fact he's missing an extra ship there. And because it can go against any ship in Arc, David's probably going to be flying very defensively to Arc dodge, which is not going to help Fenrau.
No, it's not. It's going to put Fenrau in a little bit of a difficult position in most respects, and sometimes most times. Already starting to set up now. You can see Manaru on David's side, setting up nicely in the corner there. He doesn't want Manaru to be engaging in much of combat, purely because Manaru's job is just to give focus and tokens out, and not really to be much inside the combat as much as possible.
Hedge has a good point. Manaru isn't too good, the Jump Master is too good.
No, definitely. It is one of those things that when the ship came out, a lot of people said the Jump Master is extremely good point value for what it can do. It's why we saw the triple jump master for the longest time.
That dial, yo.
That dial was extremely good for its value. The amount of things you could get on that ship was also extremely good. It was a very cheap ship to do as much as it could do. I think FFG might have slightly screwed up in terms of the points value of a ship in that regard.
Again, I don't envy them.
I don't envy them
really
at all.
don't.
We at least fixed the breaking on the Deadeye Jump Masters, but now we found ourselves in a new predicament. Will FFG answer? It's only a matter of time before we find out.
I think the problem is if they would have fixed it, they'd set a bad precedent. And the reason I say that is because if they fix the range restriction on Manaru in any form, they're going to have to do something about Palpatine. You can't fix it.
Definitely. Hedgemech. New feature, ladies and gentlemen. We've now got a chat box.
Yeah,
I'm doing it the wrong way.
This is for me. This is the reason. The reason I threw this in is because some might say it's redundant because Twitch chat, if you're watching Twitch, is just that direction, just there. But it doesn't help if you're on YouTube. It's like who you're talking to. So that's the chat box.
Yeah, that's the chat box. So we have that for our lovely YouTube fans. If you are checking in at a later date, welcome to the stream booth of our wonderful Athena Games. And if you find us answering random things, check there. That's probably where they're going to find it.
Also, did you wear that jacket just for tonight?
No.
You disgust me at times.
I mean, hey, I could just turn around and just, do the spin thing,
That's fine, buddy.
I actually got, this is actually a birthday gift for me for a while ago, so it's a really nice top. Funnily enough, I found out a friend of mine also has this exact jacket as well, so it's...
So a very spread out combination of asteroids there.
There is. They're not really going for anything tactical, I think, in that asteroid placement. Other than I think the two sort of towards Steven's side, the big asteroid and then the small asteroid next to it, could cut off some of the larger ships at a later time. Whether will or not, though, is another story. Now we've already got Manaru doing a 3 forward, jumping across his two buddies there, beginning his approach.
I want to know the logic behind that maneuver that David does. I mean, it shoves Manu right in the corner, then gets her right out of that corner. But is he doing it just for the sake of doing it, or...?
I think he's starting off... The way I see it is he wants to see where his opponent sets up first, and then go off that. And there we go. He is using the Atani Mind Link already to begin the passing of focus tokens to his other friendly ships who also have Atani Mind Link. I think... Personally, I probably would not have done that maneuver. I probably would have maybe done it too hard. Make it harder for them to approach you, rather than heading towards their side of the board. But it is David. He is still learning this list as much as he can.
I don't know. I think he's trying to pull Steven through the asteroid field, and that might work to his advantage.
It might work to his advantage, actually. No, you are correct. It is a good, fair assessment. We've got, by the way, if you do not know, Steven has the initiative because he has the lower points. So obviously, Dengar and Fenrau turning in there themselves, not doing too much of a hard turn there.
Right, let's get the overlay up.
Let's get the overlay up, indeed. All this time, he's been trying to get this overlay up and has not been able to. There we go.
Vector thrusters is being put into play here, so we're getting a barrel roll from Talonbane Cobra.
Talonbane Cobra. You may notice that the ships are slightly different colours. That is because Mr. David has painted them himself. So do not worry about that. That is actually his own colour of paint scheme.
And we might see if we can get him to pop it up later tonight, so people can actually see his ships. It's a smart move getting the barrel to get him out of the way of Fenrau, who's coming in into a nice, almost very close to being in formation there.
Yeah, no. If it wasn't for that barrel roll putting him slightly further forward, he might have been literally perpendicular to the ship.
That's very good. Spreads your forces out a bit more, but while still... I like it when you can somehow manoeuvre your ships from... activation, the initial activation into a formation.
Here's an interesting move. Going with the boost. Now, I'm not sure about this one. I feel like he's putting Fenrau too far forward before the rest of his forces can catch up.
I completely agree.
That could bite him in the bottom.
In fact,
later.
I fought David with my U-wing, X-wing, E-wing list, and he did the exact same thing. He offered Fenrau up. I managed to take Fenrau down to 2 hull through the asteroid.
Yes.
And although he got a good shot on me, I think I got worked out better.
Yeah,
in that
no. He does need to be careful and not find himself in this sort of position. Talonbane probably will have to make play catch up right now.
So chat, if you're in the chat, what do you think about the current predicament? Who do you think is going to win on this list based on the lists alone? Assuming you don't, you may not know the pilots, you may have seen them before. Give us your opinions. We'd like to know what you say.
I would base it. Don't base it on the playstyles of the players. Base it solely on the lists themselves. You can see the lists right above us right now. Stevens is this side. Stevens is this side, and above me is Mr. Lincoln's. Personally, I'm going to give the edge to Mr. Lincoln just purely off the fact that Atani is extremely good at diversity, and he's got a good bit of action with the countermeasures plus the scavenger crane. I will agree with Mr. Hedge though. Dengar Fenrau could pull through just because of that double tap function.
I do think that will be the key thing. I think the double tap may come into play and be the big difference maker in this game. Hedge also says there's also the curse.
There is also the curse. So
how many games has Stephen had in our stream? Probably about
I don't know.
5 or 6?
I was thinking 3, but I think you might be right. Probably a bit more than that.
Quite a few.
He hasn't won a
single one
yet.
Not
one of them was against me as well. So
So he's trying to beat the streak tonight. In an attempt to somehow make
He's tried to do an Undertaker.
And unfortunately that barrel leaves him on a rock, so he can't do it.
That is a shame. That is a huge shame.
That is because a bank will probably avoid the asteroid if it's a long 3, but even then,
he's okay. This is interesting. He is opting to barrel the other way.
It gives him distance around the asteroid.
Yes, but he's bringing himself closer to those 2 aces now. I wouldn't be too sure if I'd go into combat with them straight away.
I don't know. Fenrau can catch up very easily.
But then again, actually, it does put him in a great position. If Fenrau
I think it's good. In fact, even Hedge.
I think agree with
especially
Hedge there.
Since
actually,
the line of Fenrau's attack at this point is straight ahead, heading towards the other side of the asteroid. There, just in. It also puts distance between him and Manaru.
Yeah, no, Hedge, you're completely right on that one. I think that is probably the best one. Now the asteroid... you're completely right there. I think the asteroid... Not only that, I think he was also thinking, actually, if he's going to come in to the thing where you can see Fenrau's going right now, it's actually put Fenrau in a really tricky spot as well. He can't really turn into Dengar. He is...
Yeah, a barrel would put him near the asteroid, probably too close.
Yes. So he's actually opting for that target lock and going for the longer range shot.
Well, it's 3 dice. There's nothing to sniff at.
There's nothing to sniff at, but he is going to be firing through that asteroid, so it's probably not good for him. And here we go, Talonbane still not going to be in the combat because he is just too far away. This is what we were addressing earlier. And now we are seeing some more target locks. Yeah, you can see just there, absolutely nothing. Talonbane is not in range for the shot.
What a shame.
And that's just probably bad play on David's part.
Because he really wanted to get another shot in there. Because now, Dengar can focus down on Fenrau.
Definitely. He is opting to go for that boost. Not that boost, sorry, that barrel with the vectored thrusters. Helping Talonbane very much there, I think.
And don't forget that Dengar's ability is when in arc. There's no range restriction there.
No.
So that is the dangerous thing.
He is opting to use... It is now the start of combat, and he is opting to use Manaru's ability, passing that 1 focus token...
Who's going to go to? Yeah, it's going to go to Fenrau, isn't it?
I'm assuming so. I do not see it.
There's no other way. I do not see
it going to Talonbane. Now I think the correct shot choice here is to do Talonbane first, then Fenrau. But I do not know. But Dengar does get the shot first, I should say.
Yeah, because he has the initiative. He's plus till 9. It's also worth noting that Dengar will get a return fire shot on Fenrau.
Ooh, he is opting to use the Punishing 1 title. And the expertise there.
Well, why not?
So he is just doing a regular base attack there. I mean, he doesn't got a target lock, so it makes sense. And here comes the 3 attack dice towards the ship. Ooh, couple blanks there.
That's where you want that target lock. And he needs the auto thrusters, it seems. Oh no, he had enough aid in there.
Enough,
anyway.
and he's just auto thrusting anyways, just for good measure.
Also, stream, I would like your opinion on the lighting. We're trying something different with the lighting tonight. We're having 2 lights on the south side of the board instead of 1 on either side. So let's get your opinions on what it's like.
See if it's too dark or too light.
It does make some nice shadows. It does make some nice shadows
from the side.
I don't know if it's effective or not. I think it's not as overpowering, which is nice. Okay, there we go. There's a range band.
It does go to closest point, which means we'll go through that asteroid. So here we go. Fenral taking a shot back.
Hit 3 hits. Spend
3
focus.
hits because spending the focus. Here's the 4 dice as well. Range band 3 through that asteroid. How many is he going to get? He's got 2.
That's not enough, though. I know. I say just.
Yeah, no, you got 1.
You got
I thought you had
1,
2.
yeah.
Oh, okay, so let's go some shields.
2 shields.
He is activating Dengar's ability though. So
why not? Why not? That's probably the best thing to do because, yeah, why not? Okay. Oh, that's the shot you needed. Hit crit.
That's some nice roll in there. That's what we want to see. Let's see if he gets some. There's a lot of. Let's see. It's 1, 2.
Plenty. There's enough there.
There's enough there to avoid it, which is a shame. But then again, it is currently a longer range bound. So, he did miss timing on that droid though, which is a shame.
He did miss the timing on the droid. That you're correct there, and that probably would have done another.
That probably would have done another damage as well, which is a huge shame.
Damage which you cannot avoid.
Yes, exactly. So.
Of course, the danger you hit yourself, but I think it's worth the risk, especially for someone as fragile as Fen Rao.
Definitely.
With only 4 hits, all you got to do
Fen
is...
is very hard to hurt. The idea is you've got to shut down... range 2. I completely agree with you there, Hedgehog. Range 2 is...
Hedge has it perfect. Range 2 is perfect. The problem with range 2 is there are so many things Fen can do. Fen can fall short at range 3 and then opt not to boost. Fen can get into range 2 and then opt to boost because he knows he's in range 2.
Exactly, which is again why he says a bit hard. So
ideally you need a ship that's a blocker and a ship that's come up the rear that's at range 2 to then catch Fen Rao.
Yeah, definitely. Or just lead Fen Rao into a difficult spot like he has now.
He is in a very awkward
Fen Rao will have to either take the 1 hard, which I don't think can protectors do a 1 hard. I can't remember. I think they can.
Right there, they can do a 1 hard.
Yes, they can do a 1 hard. So I think he's going to take a 1 hard to come in, or he's going to have to go towards the other Fen Rao.
The problem is he's probably going to end up at a range band 1 of Dengar, which is going to be good for him, but then Dengar's going to get a return fire shot.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
or get him out of arc. That's the thing. But it's in terms of maneuver, what he's going to do.
He either has to turn into the engagement hard, or he has to disengage, and I think that would be terrible for him.
Yeah.
Especially
He's put himself in a tricky spot there.
Yeah. I mean, he could disengage and go after his opponent Fen Rao, Steven's Fen Rao, but I think then he's then splitting forces too much.
3 bank coming from the Manaroo there, coming in to try and go for that Fen Rao, probably just also chugging along, doing some things.
Steven,
I will agree, Steven is in a very sticky spot right now.
Because where does Fen Rao go? Where does Dengar go? Dengar is probably easy, do a 1 forward, but then you're not going to catch Fen Rao, and you've already focused him down. You could catch Talonbane, but Talonbane's probably going to get to range 1. Probably could even barrel out of your arc if he's very lucky. Then again, you got turrets, so who cares?
Yeah. Dengar maneuver is revealed. He has opted for the 1 hard. Not 1, so 1 forward. It is probably the best choice. You couldn't turn in. There was nothing you could do about that. You'd go for Talonbane.
Unfortunately, Fen Rao is too far behind.
There's the Chem Force security droid as well, meaning he will get that target lock on Talonbane, which is perfect. It probably means he can get a good shot off on...
That's an unusual target lock.
They're using tokens.
Okay.
So, did he do an action there as well? Did he miss his action?
I think he missed his action point.
Oh,
interesting.
That's a shame. Fingers crossed they can adjust.
And the thing is, it's these small mistakes I think cost Steven a lot of his games.
Yeah, it does, which is a shame.
Because he's a really good player.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he just misses the odd occasional thing. And he never misses the thing which is going to bump him off either. Like, he's not missed the fact that he gets a stress there. Oh, dear.
Yep, there's there's target lock and stuff like that. See if he can adjust himself to the things. Here comes Talonbane coming in.
I don't know. 3 hard, do you think?
I'm thinking 2 forward. I'm thinking 2 forward.
And a barrel roll.
I don't think he needs to. He's got the range 1 shot here. He does not need to do that.
Yeah, I was thinking to try and cat off Dengar's arc, but even with a barrel, you couldn't do that.
No,
go for the full target.
Yep, and coming in is it the 1 hard like I predicted?
A 2 hard.
It's a 2 hard.
Ooh. Bold play.
Bold play, but still gets him in the range 1, which is what he needed. Dengar is going to be in a lot of trouble here.
Yeah,
Dengar is in a whole lot of trouble here.
He's got 5.
He does get that nice range bound 1 shot. He could probably use the advanced torpedoes on Talonbane.
Yeah. He's got a 5
He's
got a 5 and 5 high quality attack coming from 2 ships. He may not even survive that.
No.
He's got 5 hit point, 5 hold points and 4 shields. That's 10 dice being thrown at him. If the luck is on David's side, that could wipe Dengar completely off the board.
I'm very worried for Stephen right now. He is putting himself in an extremely tricky spot.
However, initiative said, since he's the exact same initiative, would he get his return fire after...
Yes, because he's the exact same initiative spot, and also his ability goes off the exact same initiative spot as well, regardless.
So there you go.
He will get his return fire before he is
So
officially
Stephen
destroyed.
at least dies, but gets something out of it. However, even then, with just Fenrir on his own...
He is performing his torpedo shot.
I do, yeah, go for
advanced
it.
Torpedoes. Oh, some nice things. He changes those blanks to focuses, and then he gets to use this expertise to get a whole bunch of 5 hits. Bam! That was nice.
Now he's going to try and punch those through onto Fenrir.
And there's the guidance chips as well to go for that lovely crit at the same time because he is a
pilot skill.
No, because he's attacked. Because
yeah,
of that punishing one title. So he is going to do a lot of damage. Talonbane rolling 2 dice. He is going to spend the focus token, but he is taking 3 damage. If any of those are direct hit, that's going to spell big trouble for David.
I don't know what. I don't know if it's any wise. I probably would have gone for Fenrir, but I doubt I would have gone anywhere with that.
Oh! There's 1 crit.
There's 1 crit.
There's 2 crit.
There's 2 crit.
So
direct hit.
There is direct hit. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. That's not direct hit.
That was a direct hit.
That was a thrust something other. I think he gets
control fire.
Yeah, which means he gets that stress because of Tani Mind Link right now, which means his other ships get stressed as well.
I don't think he's realised that. Oh, no, he has. There we go.
There we go.
Stress.
Fantastic crit to get right now in his position. Is the other one going to be a...
Hello.
What is it? Hello. I think that's a direct hit. I think I saw that shine up as direct hit. So
I saw it as well.
I saw it as direct hit. So, Talonbane losing a shield, losing 3 of his hull already. He is on 1 hull remaining. That was a good shot. Shame he couldn't take it out that turn.
That was the shot that Stephen needed. It was a shame he didn't take him out. But to be fair, he got all his dice there. He was relying on the defense dice to blank out, and he didn't. So at that point, you've done all you can.
And here comes the Fenrir shot now. Going for that shot. Spending the focus. Getting... I think it's 3 hits in fact.
And there's double evade.
So Manaru just loses 1 shield.
And once again, the Manaru survives another exchange.
Such a horrifically good ship, that's the thing.
It's got a fantastic dial, it's got good stat line of 2254, it's got an amazing dial, a fantastic upgrade bar. There's nothing bad about the Jumpmaster. I mean, the only thing you could say that's bad is the dial is
it's one-sided.
It's asymmetrical, but even that isn't terrible. That's manageable.
Most of the time you can manage with that, so that's not even the thing. Here comes the shot back. There's the Talonbane spending that target lock, going for those big hits, only getting 1 blank, but spending that focus token as well. And
that's another high damage yield coming right at Dengar.
Did he already spend the focus token, or did he have 2?
He must have had 2, because of a Tiny Mind Link. He Tiny Mind Link and focus himself.
Okay.
He took a target the previous round.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, he didn't take a target the previous round, I thought, because he barreled, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
I'm just going to ask about that. I'll be 2 seconds.
Well, Dengar's taken 2 hits already, so it's pretty much GG for poor Dengar at this point. Well, Dengar's going to get his return fire shot, so here we go. Onto Talonbane Cobra in an attempt to wipe Mr. Talonbane away from the entire board. If he has indeed stripped all the focus tokens off of Talonbane, because Talonbane spent his own focus, so that means just 1 more hit needs to sneak through, and Talonbane is toast. That means 3 total hits or hit results will kill Talonbane, because he can only evade 2 and no more than that. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I'm right with what you say, Hedge, that it was Mind Link and Manaru passing focus. Yeah, Manaru passing focus as well, not just the Mind Link. Yeah, I should have thought of that. But yeah. Okay, here we go. 4 attack dice, range 1 into Talonbane Cobra. That's 3 hits, that's Talonbane gone. Unless our calculators are wrong. Focus and an evade, regardless, that's going to wipe Talonbane off the board.
So yeah, it was a mixture of a Tiny Mind Link and taking actions as well.
And so, Talonbane has been removed from play.
Indefinitely, because of that ability, it was pretty much guaranteed. Did he use the droid to do it, or did he use the
his
ability?
Return fire ability.
Oh no, he's missing that droid so much.
No, the thing is, he he did it, and he killed Taliban anyway. So
I agree, but it's more the fact of he could have then saved that ability for Fen Rao's attack, which means if he used the droid and got the one hit he needed.
Thing is, that's the risk. You could roll blanks.
Yes, but then you have the priority of using the ability.
And I believe that is Dengar dead, because look at all those.
There it is. There's the ability.
He does a crit through, which does a hit to both him and Fen Rao, but who cares? Because
Dengar's dead already. Oh,
and this game has swung favourably into David's side. Oh,
that's a shame. That is a huge shame. I think the fact he missed out on a lot of those droid shots.
Damn you, curse!
Probably cursed. Well, as I said, we both agreed that Stephen probably missed so much. It's actually cost him some much-needed damage.
I still think the decision he made was the right choice, because if he had risked... He needed to remove Taliban.
Well, here's the thing. He can do the droid first, and then if he misses with the droids, he can still opt to do the ability.
But
in that case, yes, I would agree with you.
But at the same time, he's missed the chance. If R5P9 flumps, then he misses a chance to do it on Fen Rao and it hitting. Then possibly, theoretically.
Theoretically. But here's the thing:
as a focus result spent there by Manaru to do 2 hits.
That BR was the mistake. Yep, I completely agree with you. I think if he opted to go for the droid and then do it, it would have probably got him the attack back against Fen Rao and put him in a much better spot. Now that he's only got Fen Rao left, it depends if the Fen Rao can pick off the other Fen Rao. If he can do that, he may stand a slight chance, but...
Well, let me do the calculation. So
it's going to be so tough right now.
Look at this. 98 points is Stephen's total list. And because he's lost Dengar, it goes down to 34 points.
Yeah.
Oh, Nelly. That was one hell of a drop.
Yeah. Dengar, he point sunk into Dengar, though. He point sunk so heavily.
64 points on Dengar alone.
And...
He paid for it.
He paid for it.
Literally.
He heavily paid for it. I feel bad for Stephen. I kind
of do. I kind of wanted him to beat this thing.
I mean... We've been discussing earlier how on Otani in general, in terms of attempting to beat it. Me and Elliot have both different theories.
We both disagree.
We both agree to disagree. He thinks it's going down the route with the jump masters, where it's
getting close.
It's getting close. I will agree with him. It's getting close, and it's potentially becoming. I don't think it's entirely unbeatable like the jump masters.
75% of success I've seen regarding Paratani has been concerningly successful.
Specifically Paratani, which is the build of Manaru, Fen Rao, and Asajj, which is the Lancer Pursuit craft that deals out stress.
And I hate to kind of to cry it as well, because I want to think this game is very balanced, and it is very balanced, but I look at it, I'm like, again, another Jump Master causing problems.
Personally, I think stress control. Elliot slightly disagrees with me because stress control's been out for a long time.
No. It's not that I think the stress control's out of the matter. It's still a good ship, but I think that the 3 ships in question, the Protectorate, the Jumpmaster, and the Lancer class pursuit craft have so many greens they don't care about the stress.
Ooh,
yes,
mistake.
That was a mistake from David, because now Fen Rao is going to be completely out of position here. And
definitely. Yeah, no, he that was what. Yeah, Fen Rao should be chasing Manaru right now, not worrying about the other Fen Rao. If he can take out Manaru, that's the entire action economy gone.
Yeah.
But now it's
because now. Yeah, this is going terribly.
This is going south so quickly.
How many times have I told people shoot the Manaru?
Shoot the Manaru. Kill the Manaru if you've got the chance to kill the Manaru, kill the Manaru.
In competitive gaming, there's 3 truths we all know. In Team Fortress, you shoot the medic, you don't shoot the heavy. In X-Wing, you shoot in Star Trek Online, if you're engineering, you do healing. And if you're playing against Manaru, you shoot Manaru. Because come on,
You shoot the guy who's giving the action economy.
Yeah, mana is the thing which makes the entire... I mean, to be fair, the ships work well on their own.
Here's the thing. The ships work well on their own. But if you look at this kind of build and you realise the core product of...
The whole thing is the passing of the focus and the tokens from Manaru onto another ship and then getting something back from that as well.
Yeah.
So even she is defensive in some regards. If you take her down completely, if you just wipe her down, there goes the action economy. Yes, you still have tiny mind link, but it's not so difficult.
Yeah, but here's the thing. He's then officially he's lost the Italian mind link because Talonbane's dead and then Manaru would be dead. He lost any chance of being able to get any action economy in terms of target locks, which means he then has to take actions to gain his focus and his target locks rather than doing the optimal thing of barrel rolling and boosting. He then loses the ability to be maneuverable completely, which is a huge advantage, would be a huge advantage on Steven's part, but letting Manaru get away like that is going to...
Because there she goes.
There she goes. She's now officially out of this combat.
She's realised, I've got this, I can see to run away, and I've got it.
Yeah.
And, however, David, can you do that for 45 minutes?
As Hedgemech says, Fenrir versus Fenrir buffed by Manaru is not a winning matchup.
Nope.
All he has to do is just turn himself around, and he is golden.
I mean, I know what he's concerned about. Maybe he's realised his mistake.
He has realised his mistake, which means he is quickly changing his mind, going, I'm going this way, I'm not dealing with you.
I think his concern was that he might face Fenrir next turn.
Yes, I think right now that was the best move. He probably foresaw Fenrir doing...
bank. Ooh, he's...
Boost.
I know, but the thing is, now Fenrir is a bit out of position because Fenrir could very quickly catch up with Manaru at this point.
I mean... He couldn't not take initiative.
You cannot to give someone the initiative when you have the less points. Though.
You do actually. That is true. I think maybe having his Fenrir moving last would give him a distinct advantage here. But it's tough. It's a tough matchup regardless. Atani with Manaru is just extremely tough to beat. Not impossible. Tough.
Yeah,
that's my argument on the matter. He disagrees with me for some reason.
Oh, and a K turn from Fenrir on David's side. That's a mistake. You could just turn in and keep it coming. To
be honest, I think he wanted to turn around and go for the Manaru. Turn around and go for Fenrir because he thought Fenrir was turning in to go for combat, but actually,
that's true.
He hasn't.
Yeah.
And in that respect, it gave him a chance to essentially bring himself back into this.
Yeah, well, no combat engagement because they're not into range, so we now go back to activation.
He is in a really bad position right now because Manaru can just turn in, and that immediately turns off Fenrir's water thrusters, which would be Fenrir's one way of being able to not essentially take as many hits as he would normally.
The solution to that is to go full brunt and go right into the range 1.
Yes.
Because
here comes the one bank, which will get rid of that stress token, obviously, because it is a green maneuver, and there is the K4 security droid with the...
Now, the target lock actually is given Steven's information here. Now knows he's at range 3 of Manaru. So now, if he can use that to his advantage, he could potentially get into range 1 here.
If he does, if he is quick enough. Here comes the heart.
That's 2. He's now at range 2. A 1 bank would bring him into range 1.
He needs the range 1 right now. He needs to get himself into range 1. He needs to take the shot on Manaru. He needs to deal the damage while he can.
There's a target lock. Please don't.
Please
push the limit. Please don't make this be
push and go for it. Just go for it.
You're getting a Vader at range. He's going
for it. Oh,
awesome.
good.
Fantastic.
Yes, fantastic. Will it be enough though? Will it get him?
There he is.
There's range 1.
Comfortably range
1. And he's got the target lock as well. Yeah, he gets a stress token for it, but it doesn't matter.
He's got to use 2 turns of green.
Yeah. He is in prime optimal. And he will make it as well because Manaru moves before him. He's obviously got to move Fenrir as well, but Fenrir's going to take way too long to get there.
Boost.
Ooh.
Oh.
That kind of decided his move.
He's going to have to barrel roll there.
He has to barrel now.
We could one hard next round, but then again,
is he barreling backwards? Forward, there we go.
I think
Stevens.
That's Sage being cheeky. Okay, so Fen, unfortunately, is out of range 1.
And he is completely out of combat with Fenrir right now, which is good.
He could boot.
Oh, there goes the countermeasures.
Which
is what David's ploy is in this sort of respect.
Which actually, this list is very anti-countermeasures because you've only got 2 ships, so...
It's more of, against, yeah.
It's there to get the countermeasures
It's
back.
there to get the countermeasures back, but...
The thing is, he's missed that chance at this point, because unless it's already been destroyed.
Yeah, exactly.
The only time we can get that is if Fen Rao's destroyed. We all know that Fen Rao's are going down first.
Yeah.
So here we go.
Here
5
comes
dice,
5
range
dice.
1.
Look at this.
That's a good roll.
Good
Right
roll.
from the get-go.
Is he going to go for the target lock? I mean, he can't expertise, so he's opted... Oh, he can't target lock. He hasn't got the target lock.
I thought he did take a target lock.
No, because that's...
Hit and crit.
He What did he take then? I know he took a
He
boost.
target locked and he boosted, so I don't know why. He does have missiles. I don't know what's going on there. That looks to be a Concord Dawn tile as well as whatever he rolls there. But I do believe that was 2 hit points on Menaru.
Yeah.
Do you know who Menaru is out of the lore of Star Wars?
I do not. Please indulge us, Mr. Lawkeeper.
Manaru has actually appeared in the Bounty Hunter books of Boba Fett, and it's someone who rescued him from the Sarlacc pit.
Ah, there you go.
Or someone who found him near the Sarlacc, I should
Yeah.
say. Okay, Fenrir's just taken a direct hit.
Wow.
Yeah. So
That's-
already the deck is stacked against Stephen.
That's so bad.
Countermeasures breaks a single target lock. That's what happened. He
Yeah,
took the
he
target
took
lock.
a lock and then
countermeasures.
countermeasures,
This
yeah.
is the point where focus would have been better.
Focus should have been better. To be honest, how does one get rid of countermeasures except for in this scenario? He can't now do a K turn. And
Yeah.
Dengar's girlfriend.
Basically,
yeah.
what I want to say, Dengar's girlfriend.
Yeah. Shut up, Dengar!
Oh, I love that scene. I love the Clone Wars and how they bring this sort of conglomerate of bandits together. Boss, Dengar, and also Simon Pegg plays Dengar. That's amazing.
Hey, boss, excuse your girlfriend.
Yeah, he sounds Australian in the actual series. I don't get that. Then again, at some points he sounds Cockney as well. So
Yeah.
it's 6 of 1
One
half
of the
dozen
things.
there.
One of the things.
If you
One
don't
forward, yeah, one forward of Manaru would be the best choice, and there we go. Yeah, there's that one forward.
go for the bump.
Is he going to go? He is going for the bump. He is going for the bump.
Thing is a 1.
But he still gets his target lock as well because it was a green maneuver. So regardless, he is still getting
The
that.
problem is here, a
K4
2
shot.
turn would block Fen Rao's. Would block Fen Rao's 2 turn, and there's a Fen
I
Rao.
don't know.
I think it would. And there's a Fen Rao coming up right behind.
He might be okay. It depends.
I don't know. If he goes the other way...
No,
then yeah.
he's going the way I thought he would
Oh.
go.
Is he going?
Damn it, David. Get your head out of the way. Yeah, it did it. I thought it
Oh,
would.
I thought he was going to go the other way.
No,
but
no.
that is actually a very intelligent move.
He is going for the too hard. He doesn't really care about the...
Don't forget, Hedge, he did push the limit, so he had the stress, so he couldn't have K-turned.
No, he is right. So I think that was the best move. No, he couldn't. He had pushed the limit, and he. So yeah, I think the best move was to do the too hard that way
was
because
the
he
best
has
choice.
the auto thrusters on his side now because of the turret. Essentially, he has to use turret to essentially stop him.
Yeah.
And he's also on the side behind a rock where Fen Rao is coming from. So unless he boosts, which was not the right move.
He might be trying to see if David overplays Fen Rao and goes screaming in, only to catch out of arc.
I mean,
it's possible, but...
It's possible. It still puts him out of arc. It does also mean he's going for... Yep, that's a good move.
He's
as
also
well.
got distance on Manaru.
I think actually... No, actually, no, I don't know if that's the bad move.
Yeah.
Ooh!
I thought David would overplay his hand, and he has. He's gone for a screaming forward 5, which a 1 bank probably wouldn't catch arc on
No,
Fen
it
Rao.
wouldn't. No.
A barrel roll
actually, barrel
would,
might do.
But then you're getting into arc of Fen Rao as well.
Yeah.
So that's the danger zone.
yeah, no. Stephen did a really nice play there. Not what I expected. I thought he'd stay there and, hide away, but actually...
Actually being in the position he was, he'd actually been caught by Fen Rao here, so now David has to make a
Yeah.
decision.
He's actually just opted to go for just the focus.
And there's going to be no exchange of fire there, apart from between Manaru and Fen
here's
Rao.
the thing, Manaru's got to worry about that auto thrusters now.
Yeah, and Fen Rao's got
Keeping
focus,
Fen Rao
so-
alive for a little bit longer.
out of
No
arc,
shot there. No,
but I
that's-
don't think Stephen was... I think Stephen's point was to get out of the firing range himself, so...
Yeah. He's got a range band 2 as well, so it's only so it's helped him in that regard as well. So it's one hit, spending the focus, getting the second hit there. Here comes 3 dice from the Fenrau. Come on.
Oh!
Don't triple blanket. Ah!
And there's a
The curse reigns!
The auto thrusters brings it in as the curse attempts to shorten this game even faster than I would like. 35 minutes.
Why, curse? Why must you do this?
I'm gonna have to come up. We may make this a new feature. The beat the streak. Come on down. Welcome open challenges from near and afar. Come down on Wednesday night to try and beat the streak. Because let's see, you might be the person who Stephen Sage actually wins against.
Yeah, but the thing is, you don't want to lose. It's one of those things. Like, do you want to lose? Go for it. You can come and play Stephen if you.
No. It's the case of clearly Stephen's got a gremlin on his side that's causing all these problems. So if you ever have a trouble winning, play against Stephen Sage. And
oh God, why? Don't say that. That's horrible.
No.
Because
then people will come down here, challenge him, and actually win against one of them.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of the beat the streak challenge. You got to get the punters in somehow.
I've played against Stephen Ostrom.
He's a great
player. He's not a terrible player.
No, he's really good.
He forgets his cards sometimes.
I think as we all do.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a problem that's.
I think when playing a new list, especially, it's something that you haven't had practice with.
That's the thing which Stephen did say to me. He changed his mind at the last minute, which I remember. I saw that he got set out a G1A, 2 Protectorates, and a Jump Master. So maybe at the last minute he changed his mind, and maybe that wasn't such a good idea.
No, maybe not.
Stephen's a great player, and I'm surprised that he's gone this long without. I actually didn't realise he had a losing streak until he told me, and I'm kind of surprised that it's carrying on as long as it has, because he's really skilled. I mean, didn't he win like a tournament?
I don't think he won a tournament. I think he came high up. Though. But then again, actually, he does. Relatively recently, he has been coming lower down in tournaments.
We all have different
recently. Yeah. So I don't know. It's one of those things.
We all fluctuate. I mean,
he won. To be honest, he won the Ewok Award.
Oh yeah, the Ewok Award.
So by the way, we had a tournament a while ago where there was actually an Ewok Award.
That was the
friend of the Ewoks.
That was the regionals.
There you go, regionals. Friend of the Ewok, and I think Mr. Sage won it because he was last place.
We all have different luck. I mean, you've been in tournaments where you've come into the top 8, and then there's tournaments where you're kind of 29th or something.
I mean, it's just the way the dice roll, really.
Yeah, and look at this. Sage gone for a 2-turn, or one hard there. Is he trying to catch Fenrau?
Oh, look at that!
Is he trying to catch Fenrau at range 1? Because I don't know if this is a wise decision.
I don't know. It depends. He might also be going for the...
As a K turn by Fenrau there. Ooh. Okay, this is an exchange that Stephen can't win. Because there's Manaru there.
This is... I mean...
Then again, they're all stressed.
Manaru
can pass the target lock, though. Actually, no. Has Manaru got a target lock?
Manaru
does. Yeah, she's got a target lock. Well, that's all she... So is Fenrau, so what's the point of passing it? So, hopefully David's dice blank out. Not that I'm against David in this match at all. But, yeah.
I'm sorry, Stephen.
I'm sorry, too.
I'm so sorry.
I seriously thought tonight was the night. I thought tonight was the night he'd finally beat it. And you know, one day he will beat it. Oh!
That was so many... there's the target lock. There's the target lock. At least she's got a target lock.
Spend that.
Come on. Please.
Well, at least there's 4 hits out there at 5.
Ooh. There's a protector stuff out here. Let's see some blanks.
And, yeah.
There's one.
There's another one.
One
take
damage
it.
through. That's a shame.
It's a damage. It's
a damage. It's something. But
not enough.
With one hull left on Fenrau, it's gonna be difficult unless he flumps his dice rolls, which he has not at all.
No.
He really has not.
He really has not. And this is Fenrau dead because he can't avoid that. And
he can't. No, he can. He's got a evade token, but he needs a perfect roll. He needs a completely perfect roll.
Not tonight. Not tonight.
No, not tonight.
Not tonight, sadly.
Not tonight.
This is over a lot sooner than I anticipated.
Yep. So 1, 2, 3, and there.
Hit crit, and that is all she wrote.
Ow. In fact, 2 crits just to add insult to injury.
Boom.
Oh dear.
That was
Extremely
painful.
one-sided?
Very one-sided. Very one-sided.
I think the problem here was what I called earlier in terms of using that droid. If he had killed Talonbane with the droid,
I
he
completely
could have
disagree.
he could have used the ability later for Fen Rao.
I don't know. I don't know if that's the best choice because
But here's the thing: the droid is not once per turn.
really,
No.
I'm pretty sure it was once
No,
per
it's
turn.
not. That's the great thing about the droid. The droid is not. Oh, it's once per round.
Yes,
It is once per
round.
round. Ah, okay, fair enough. I thought it wasn't. Okay, but no. He could use the droid on that. If it does flump, then he could then opt to use the ability if he wanted to.
But then he
But-
wouldn't have got that hit through onto Fen Rao. Not that it really helped in the end, but
But it's more of if he got the droid off and it worked. That was the last hull point down, which means he saved his ability for Fen Rao.
I don't know. It's a difficult one. Hindsight is
He also
20/20.
forgot to use the droid on one of the turns as well.
He forgot to use it quite a lot.
So that kind of hurt him. Using those advanced proton torpedoes at that moment was sound.
Oh, yes.
I think killing
Yes.
Talonbane there and then as soon as he could was a good shot, a good move on his
The
part.
problem is he fell into the trap which most people do, which is go after the aces and didn't go after the Manaru.
No.
Had he went after the Manaru, those plasma torps would tear its shields to pieces,
Yeah, yeah.
and Fen would have finished it off.
Yeah, I
Well-
think that would have been the best bet, which is ginormous shame. But hey ho, all we can hope is Stephen learned from this and
See, now I've got to make a big logo called beat the streak.
beat the streak. It's kind of like the Pirate King challenge all over again, isn't it?
Well, the thing is, the Pirate King challenge is nice, but then there's actually something very nice on the line here. Also, it's nice because we get Stephen Sage up on him often, because I actually think we should have him up on it more.
Yeah, definitely.
And to be fair, he needs to actually beat that streak, to be quite honest with you. We've got to beat that curse. The curse strikes
Are we going
again.
to start having a little indicator at the top there saying 0 and something, and it's just going to take up till it becomes a 1?
No, but when I'm going to have a little pop-up, which whenever Sage is on the stream, and something abysmal happens, like 4 reds and all blanks,
We're going to have a counter meter.
I'm going to have a curse.
Curse counter. Oh boy. I mean, it's just not the first time we haven't had a counter. We had a pun counter at one point.
That worked for one video, and I just couldn't.
You then
handle
were
it
like, no,
anymore.
I can't do this anymore.
I'm a professional. I can't deal with these circumstances.
Oh dear. Well, you've got a whole hour and 5 minutes. So, what would you like to do?
Well, I think we've got time for another game.
I mean, I think we've got time for another game. Who would you like to have up? That's the thing.
Oh, that's a good question. Let me go through and see what I can find out.
I mean, go for it. Go for it.
I'll see if I can find out some quick opponents.
Some very quick. I mean, Richard, I think, was
Very quick opponents.
Richard's very quick. I will tell you that now. Meanwhile, hello, Stream Booth. How are you doing? It is moi taking over the stream. Very briefly. How are we all? Fantastic. Good. What did you all think of that game? Honestly, I think it was extremely one-sided. Obviously, there are always going to be opinions between two people. Elliot thought one thing, I thought another. I've played a lot of that ship a bit, so that's why I had the opinion I did. But you guys obviously have your opinions as well. We'd love to hear them here on the chat. So if you have an opinion on the match that just happened, swing it into the chat box that side, and we will address them as of and when. But I feel incredibly sorry for Stephen Sage. It is one of those horrible, hard things to come on a stream, keep coming on a stream and repeatedly losing as well, which is a huge shame on his part. But we learn best from when we lose. So, I mean, I've learned a lot of my mistakes from losing those games and losing those opportunities. So you have to take it in stride, know what to do next time, and hopefully when you come to the next time, you have a way of doing it. So Mr. Stephen Sage appears to be opting to play his other list, which is a good shout. 2 Protectorates and the G1A. I like it. 3 ships is better than 2. We have seen this before. So what may happen, we will see. We will see indeed. I don't know if David's changing his build at all, or if he is or isn't. I do not know. Have I got you now?
Special guest
No,
comment.
I'm hopping in.
Okay, fair enough. So I've got people all around me now. This is diabolical. Hello, David.
Hello.
How you doing?
Not too bad, not too bad.
That was quite an interesting game.
It was, and the moment I got hit
And by interesting, I mean very one-sided.
No, if Dengar hadn't gone down that round when I got the first control stress, I wanted to K-turn.
Yeah.
I wanted to K-turn, get behind Dengar. I couldn't do that because of the stress.
Yeah.
I thought, right.
He did it. He timed it perfectly. It was just a shame that Dengar went down in that round.
I was tempted earlier on to also punch countermeasures. But I decided against that, thinking I've shown my hand really early, and I don't think I'm going to get a chance to proc it off the scavenger crane.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know when I'm going to get my next proc. The next proc is when Fenrau dies at range 2, and then that's game at that point.
Yeah, no, I will agree with you on that one, Mr. Hedge, as well. Stephen's approach may have been a bit too wide. Dengar opting to go further afield from his Fenrau and kind of split his force a bit too early. The asteroid's doing that accidentally. Your approach was rather interesting to say the least as well. So
yeah, I thought when I did that too hard right with Fen, I was probably going to bump Dengar, and I was like, eesh.
All right. So Sage is going to switch up his list quickly.
Yep. No. We are looking at it right now on the stream. It looks like Fenrau, old. Is that Manaru or is that old Terok?
Looks like Manaru to me.
We have Manaru back.
No, it's not Manaru. That is not Manaru.
That is Manaru.
That is Manaru.
That is Manaru.
That is
Oh,
Manaru.
is it? Sorry.
That is Manaru.